Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday the 5th of March 2021. Today is the last day of home learning. Hooray! I hear lots of parents and children alike scream or at least feel good inside about. So, on Monday the 8th, everybody's due back in school and we're really looking forward to having everybody in. Obviously, mums and dads and grandparents and children, we need you all to follow the same kind of rules we had in place before Christmas, when everybody was in school. So we've still got our one-way system around school. We're still having our staggered starts and our drop-offs. More information about this is in our newsletter, which I'm just about to write to. You'll all be receiving that today. So a reminder that all adults on site should be wearing a face mask unless they hold an exemption card. All staff will be wearing face masks, so don't be surprised if you see a face mask over my face, and all the other members of staff would like all parents to do the same. I would request that everybody does their part in social distancing, arriving at school and whilst moving around the school perimeter as well. As I said, that would be the one-way system. So everybody entrances through the pedestrian entrance on Townend Avenue, comes through the Key Stage 1 gate onto the playground, or to Mrs. Smith's doorway, and then round the back of the school and exit via the path next to the staff car park. A reminder that the staff car park is for staff and disabled badge holders only, and minibuses who are dropping off from the nurseries and playgroups, etc. So just a reminder as well for children, don't bring anything that you shouldn't need to bring into school, so only essential things. In my parent mail later on, I'll be confirming PE days, so on those days again you come into school wearing your PE kit, and then there's no unnecessary changing, and that's one thing lots of schools are going to keep post-COVID, coming into school on your PE kit day. While I'm talking about uniform, I also like to mention we're in the process of changing over our uniform supplier and our badges, our logo on the uniform. Nobody has uniform yet with the new logo one. It's simply we haven't had that yet. The new stock test samples arrived yesterday, so in the matter of weeks we'll be letting you know where you can purchase that, but nobody will be in trouble for wearing plain red uniform just from the supermarkets, or absolutely fine to keep wearing our old logo, the Carlton and Staith logo, until your child grows out of that uniform, and even then we'll just keep using that up until it's no longer in existence really. So don't feel any pressure to have any separate uniform for that. So just business as usual. So everybody will be welcome back on Monday. We're really excited to see everybody, and your help in keeping everybody safe as always, and by following the simple rules would be really appreciated. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody. So I'm going to start the actual assembly with a little quote from my little book of positivity, and I like this. It's a Maori proverb from New Zealand, and it says, "Turn your face to the sun and the shadows will fall behind you." Turn your face to the sun and the shadows will always fall behind you. And I like that, looking to the positive side of things. And for me, March the 8th on Monday is a really important date. It's the start of the next chapter, one of brightness and hope and positivity. So let's have everybody back into school feeling that positively. There may be some nerves out there, there might be some worries. Some of us might have those funny Sunday night sleeps before school returns, but you know what, I think by about Tuesday lunchtime everybody will be back in the swing of things and we'll be really pleased to be all back together. So don't worry if you've got a few nerves. You might have some excitement, you might have some worries. We'll all do this together and it will be great to be back together. So well done to parents and all the children for surviving all the homeschool work over the last few weeks. We look forward to having a sense of normality over the next 3 weeks. And then we have that Easter break and recharge, and then we all go again for hopefully what's going to be a really good summer term. The only other piece of news I want to bring to you before I do our special mentions, which I've got a lovely pile of here, and you can see we've got our superheroes, our Carlton skill set, the two varieties, the group shot and the individual one there. I've got lots of those to go through. Is just to say that today's Mrs. Whisker's last official day at Carlton Primary School. Those of you who know Mrs. Whisker for a long time know that Mrs. Whisker left in the summer last year and when we had a rejig of staff following an absence in September, she kindly agreed to come back to school for a day and a half a week, and she's been working in Peregrine class. She's now finished that role as of today, and I emailed this Peregrine parents earlier on in the week about that. So we send Mrs. Whisker lots of love and best wishes for her next chapter. I know we'll be in touch, and hopefully at some point when times are even better, we can have Mrs. Whisker back in school to say hello and pass on our thanks in person. So on behalf of the whole school, I send Mrs. Whisker all of our very best. Right, moving on to special mentions then. Firstly, in Harrier class, the first person I'm going to give a special mention to this week is Sienna. High five, Sienna, well done. And this is for being ready. Sienna, well done. One of our school rules, be kind, be safe, be ready. And you've got it for be ready. Sienna, you always follow school rules. And you have been really ready to learn this week. You've become a super reader and you're growing in confidence each day. I'm so proud of you and your positive attitude. Keep it up, says Miss Jackson. Well done, Sienna. Really proud of you. Moving down into Eagle class, Mrs. Smith's class. Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Bramley and Mrs. Chiverton are in agreement that Prudence deserves a special mention for her collaboration. Well done, Prudence. The special mention here says, I should give you a high five. Prudence has loved coming back into school 2 days a week. She loves being with her friends and plays beautifully with them in the small world area. Prudence is very creative and has loved our home learning guided drawing sessions and cutting and sticking activities. Keep working hard, Prudence. Well done for your collaboration. Really nice to hear. Okay, and moving up into Osprey class. Miss Marshall and Miss Gray have written a special mention for Ethan. Congratulations, Ethan. High five to you. Ethan has worked really hard with his home learning this week and has really impressed his grown-ups at home with his resilience. It is always lovely to hear how much Ethan is enjoying his home learning, from great enthusiasm when reading The Butterfly Lion to improving his skills on PowerPoint. Sounds like you're being busy. Ethan always greets his friends in the live Zoom lessons with a huge smile and shows a great eagerness to contribute. You should be very proud of yourself, Ethan. Oh, it sounds like you've been doing a sterling job. So that's for your resilience and also just for being an all-round superstar, it sounds like. Well done, Ethan. Okay, moving up to Red Kite class. This special mention goes to Maisie. Congratulations, Maisie. Miss Craven and Mrs. Gay have written you the special mention for your resilience. You have been given this special mention, Maisie, for the resilience you have shown over all of the home learning period. We're really proud of the way you've not given up at any point and kept going, even if it's been tricky and you found it hard. You've used the resources available to help you, which shows your determination towards your learning. A very successful home learning period. Well done, Maisie. That's really, really good to hear. Congratulations, Maisie. High five to you as well. Going back down into Eagle class. One of my friends in Eagle class, and that's Felicity. Well done, Felicity. High five to you. Felicity, you've got a special mention for your collaboration. And Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Bramley and Mrs. Chiverton have written on this card, Felicity has really loved the creative side of home learning, especially our 3D shape work. I love how her home learning is a real family collaboration and she is supported by Olive and Alfie too, who often make an appearance in our class Zoom sessions. My favourite tapestry entry is the day she made her Valentine's Day card, bracelet and a clock. It looked amazing fun. Oh, it sounds like Felicity, you've been doing ever so well. Well done to Mum, to Olive and to Alfie, and of course to you as well, Felicity. Well done indeed for your collaboration. Moving into Mrs. Burton's Kestrel class, this special mention goes to Charlie. Well done, Charlie. Charlie's really grown in independence over the last few weeks whilst working at home. His attitude towards work has improved and the quality of the work he hands in is always of a high standard. Charlie enjoys learning, and when on the live lessons he works hard and in turn helps others too. Brilliant attitude, Charlie. I'm really enjoying seeing Charlie's growth in maturity. So well done to Charlie from Mrs. Burton and May with regards to your independence. Well done, Charlie. The next one, I'm going to leave that one for a second. Next one is for Lucas in Peregrine class. Well done, Lucas. Lucas has shown exemplary growth mindset this week, says Mrs. Short. He has approached all of his work with increasing maturity and has demonstrated a real determination to achieve. Keep this up, Lucas. That's from Mrs. Swash, Mrs. Whaley, Mrs. Short and Mrs. Whisker. Well done, Lucas. Congratulations on your growth mindset. Well done, my man. Okay, back down into Eagle class. And this special mention goes to Robin. And that's for his determination. Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Bramley, Mrs. Chiverton have said, we have loved having Robin back in school. He's worked so hard on his numbers and has a real love of number blocks and spends a lot of time in the maths area. During his home learning, he really makes us all smile, and Mum videoed him watching the number 13 episode of Number Blocks, dancing a 10 and a 3 together as they made 13, then split to a 10 and a 3. What a superstar. Robin, it sounds like you're really enjoying your Number Blocks work and doing so well. Good determination, my man. Okay, next person. A special mention goes to Amy. And Amy, that's a special mention from me because I happened to read in a newspaper article that one of the staff members shared. What a great job you've been doing with your rubbish collection. And that's been amazing to see, really generous. And I would like to give you a special mention for your respect of others, which I think is one of your very highest qualities. And we're all in admiration of you. So well done to Amy as well. Next special mention. Ronnie, and that's for your independence, Ronnie. Ronnie, of course, is in Osprey's class, and Miss Marshall and Miss Gray have said Ronnie has been great this week, managing to settle back into school life. He's completed his work with such independence. It's as if he's been in school the whole time. We can definitely tell he's going to set an example to his friends and peers next week. Keep up the brilliant attitude, Ronnie. That is lovely to hear. Well done, my man. High five to you. Next person, back into Harrier class. Excuse me. Miss Jackson's written a special mention for Ben's determination. Congratulations, Ben. Miss Jackson's written, Ben, you've been really determined to be the best you can be, even when learning from home. You have a great imagination, and I've loved reading your persuasive writing. I would love to come to your circus. Well done, superstar. Oh, I need to know more about this circus, Ben. Do you think next week you can tell me about this circus? I really want to hear that. Well done for being so determined, Ben. We're really impressed. Miss Jackson is singing your praises. Okay, up into Kestrel class. Special mention goes to Jay. Well done, Jay. And this is from Mrs. Burton, but also from Mrs. Pemberton and Mrs. Stones. And Mrs. Burton's written saying Mrs. Pemberton and Mrs. Stones have noticed how much Jay has improved his reflection skills recently. He listens carefully to instruction and information given to him and uses this much more in his work. He is challenging himself every day in maths and happily shares his ideas with the rest of the class. Well done, Jay. Jay, that sounds like a really good development there. Good reflection. Well done. Okay, moving into Eagle class again. I think Mrs. Smith's thrown a few extra cards in this week. It sounds like Eagles class have been doing particularly well. Gabriella's got a special mention for her resilience this week. Gabriella always strives to do the very best in everything she does. She's a whirlwind who moves rapidly from one area of the classroom to another. This applies to her wonderful writing as we ask her to slow down, make corrections, and she shows resilience with this, always listening and improving. She has been a real phonics superstar who has made amazing progress with this and her reading too. Keep it up. And that's from Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Bromley, and Mrs. Chiverton. Gabriella's one of those people. She's so happy at the start of the day and at the end of the day and every minute in between. She's full of energy. Well done, Gabriella, on your resilience. And I've also got a special mention here for Neve in Peregrine class. Well done, Neve. This is for Mrs. Short, Mrs. Whisker, Mrs. Swash and Mrs. Whaley. And Mrs. Short's written, Neve, throughout lockdown, you have demonstrated both resilience and determination. You've worked diligently and has produced work of the highest standard. We have been particularly impressed with Neve's willingness to act on feedback and drive to improve her work further. Excellent job, Neve. Congratulations to you. I really should have the fist pump out, really, shouldn't I? So a fist pump, but I'll give you the green fist pump next week. Well done, Neve, for your special mention too. Last special mention is one that goes to the Red Kites, and that's the whole of Red Kites. Now, I'm not making that up, that's the whole of Red Kites for your growth mindset and independence. Miss Craven and Mrs. Gay have written, Red Kites, you have smashed it. We couldn't be more proud of you all. You've shown nothing but maturity and determination throughout this time. The way you have all faced your home learning and taken it in your stride has blown us away. The way both children at home and in school have worked during live lessons and independently has been brilliant. We can't wait to see you all next week and keep this amazing work ethic going. Well, I totally agree with that. And you know, as a head teacher, I'm super proud of our staff team and all of the pupils, because this has been a really weird period of time. None of us planned it, none of us wanted it, and we've all responded the very best we can. So I'm proud of each and every one of you for your efforts you've made, and I want to thank all of the parents, as always, for their support in of our school and in the home learning during this difficult time. So that concludes our special mentions assembly for this week. I did have a quote to read to you. I've just found it. I knocked it on the floor. So I've tried to be skillful and careful and pick it up, but you probably saw me and wondered what I was up to. So again, my favourite book, The Boy, the Mole, The Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. I like sharing bits from books. It's been book week this week, and there's a chance that we're still going to do our character dress up day later in the year. We want us all to be together for that. So I hope you have enjoyed some of your book week activities, but we'll have a book week focus week later on in the term. I just like to read this quote here. It's a lovely illustration, and it says, "Is your glass half empty or half full?" asked the mole. "I think I'm grateful to have a glass," said the boy. I like that. "Is your glass half empty or half full?" said the mole. "I think I'm grateful to have a glass," said the boy. I like that quote. Right, that's enough for me. I'm going to now upload this to YouTube and share that with you and get the newsletter written, and then start preparing for you guys to all be back on Monday. We can't wait to see you all. Keep safe this weekend, be good, and roll on Monday the 8th. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Bye.